Hello, welcome to another module in this massive open online course, Strategy and Introduction to Game Theory. So, we have started looking at Bayesian games. We have just formulated a Bayesian version of the battle of sexes game in the previous module. What we are going to start looking at now is to simplify the payoffs of this Bayesian battle of sexes and to infer the Bayesian version of the Nash equilibrium for this Bayesian game. So, in this Bayesian, for any Bayesian game, similar to the games that we had considered earlier in pure strategies, we have in pure strategy, remember in a game with pure strategies, we had assigned one strategy to each player. Now remember, in a Bayesian game there are players, of each player can possibly have different types. So, we have to assign one strategy to each player of each type. So, the most important thing to remember in a Bayesian game is to assign a strategy to each player of each type. So, the most important thing to remember in a Bayesian game is that we have to assign a strategy to each player of each type. Right. Remember, the boy and girl can choose in the Bayesian battle of sexes, the boy can either choose C or H, the girl of type I can either choose C or H, and also girl of type U can also choose C or H. So, we have to assign a strategy to each player of each type, right. So, let us consider boy, let us consider boy, that is player 1 choosing C. Let us consider girl choosing girl of type I, because remember we have to assign strategy to each player of each type. So, and player 2 has two types. Let us consider girl of type I choosing C, and similarly let us say girl of type U also chooses C. Right. So, girl of type, so we are saying girl of type I is choosing C to watch cricket, girl of type U is also choosing C, that is to watch cricket, and this can be represented as strategy of girl can be represented as C, C, where the first one is the strategy or action girl of type I, and the second one is strategy or action of girl of type U. So, now because there are two types of player 2, that is girl, we have two actions in the strategy, that is one for girl of type I, one for girl of type U, and we are saying in this particular strategy girl of both types, that is player 2 of both types is choosing C. Now, what we have to do is we have to find the payoff of the boy corresponding to this strategy of the girl. So, what we want to do is we want to compute the payoff to the boy corresponding to the strategy CC of the girl, that is we are saying boy is choosing C, this C is for and this C is for right. So, we have to find the net payoff for the boy choosing C. because even if the boy chooses C, there is uncertainty regarding whom he is playing against. He might be playing against girl of type I, or he might be playing against a girl of type U. Therefore, we have to compute the average pay of the boy averaged with respect to the probabilities of the different types of the opponent player or the girl player, right. So, we have to compute the average payoff, right, averaged over the different types of the other player or the girl player. So, we have to hence we have to compute average payoff of boy average with respect to probabilities of type of the girl player, right. Because if you go back to the game table and you look at our Bayesian battle of sexes, then with probability half he is going to encounter an interested girl, in which case his payoff is 10, and with probability half he is going to encounter an uninterested girl, in which case also his payoff is 10. So, his average payoff is half into 10 plus half into 10, which equals 10. So, therefore, the average payoff of the boy when he chooses C comma C is, well, probability of meeting a girl who is interested times his average payoff corresponding to C comma C, because girl who is interested is choosing C, right, plus probability of uninterested times again C comma C, because girl who is uninterested is also choosing C, right. And this you can get as this is equal to, well, the probability, again if you go back here, the probability that the girl is interested is half, and if the boy is choosing C and the interested girl is choosing C, then therefore, the contribution is half times 10 plus, now we have to look at C of the boy versus the girl of type U is also choosing C, in which case the payoff of the boy is 10. So, it will be half into 10. So, therefore, this will be equal to this average payoff will be equal to half into 10 plus half into 10, which is equal to 10. Let me repeat that again, let me just go through that argument once more. We are considering a scenario where the boy is choosing to watch C, that is cricket, girl of type I is choosing to watch C, girl of type U is choosing to watch C, right. And now also remember from this Bayesian game tables, right, girl is of type I with probability half, girl is of type U with probability half. So, half of the time payoff of the boy is he is choosing C, girl of type I is also choosing C. So, half of the time his payoff is 10, half of the time when he is choosing C he is encountering girl of type U who is also choosing C, his payoff is 10. So, it is half into 10 plus half into 10, which is equal to 10. So, this payoff is, so payoff average for his choosing C versus girl of both types choosing C is 10, which is equal to UB of C comma C comma C. Now, let us look at his payoff if he is choosing H, that is to watch the Harry Potter movie, while the girl of both types is choosing to watch C comma C. So, let us compute UB of H comma C, that is boy is choosing H, girl of both types boy is choosing H, girl of both types is choosing C, then what is his payoff? Well, if we go back to here, if we consider boy is choosing H, girl of type I is choosing C, his payoff is 0 multiplied by the probability half, and again when boy is choosing H, girl of type U is choosing C, his payoff is again 0 multiplied by half. So, his payoff will be, well, if I write his payoff is going to be, well, that is going to be equal to half into UB of, that is probability that girl is interested, into payoff corresponding to when boy is choosing H and interested girl is choosing C, plus probability where is uninterested into UB H comma C, that is boy is choosing H, girl who is uninterested is choosing C. In both cases his payoff is 0. So, this is simply half into 0 plus half into 0, which is equal to 0. Therefore, corresponding to the scenario, let me also denote this as, which is equal to corresponding to UB of H comma C comma C. So, this is the average payoff corresponding to the choice H by the boy and the strategy CC by the girl, where girl of type I is choosing C, girl of type U, that is uninterested, is also choosing C, right, and this is the average payoff of the boy, which means it has to be averaged with respect to the probabilities of the different types of the other player or player 2, that is the girl player. And here in both the cases, when he is choosing H and girl player of type I is choosing C, he is getting a 0. When he is choosing H and girl player of type U is choosing C, he is also getting a 0. Therefore, the average is half times 0 plus half times 0, which is equal to 0. Let me do one more to illustrate how to compute it. Let us consider this scenario where the boy is choosing C and the girl is choosing C comma H, right. So, this is a scenario where boy is choosing C, girl of type I chooses C, and girl of type H or girl of type U chooses H. Girl of type U chooses H. So, we are considering now a different scenario where boy is choosing C, girl of type U I is choosing C, and girl of type U, that is uninterested, is choosing H. Now, when we consider this scenario, let us again go back to the game tables. When boy is choosing C, girl of type interested is choosing C multiplied by the probability half, plus when boy is choosing C, girl of type uninterested is choosing H, and corresponding to that payoff to the boy is 0 multiplied by the probability half. So, again going back, we have this can be expressed as probability that the girl is interested times UB of C comma C plus probability that the girl is uninterested times UB of C comma H, which is equal to a half times UB of C comma C, that is when boy is watching cricket, girl is watching cricket, and girl is of type I is 10 plus half into probability of U when the girl is of type U times when boy is watching cricket and girl of type U is watching H, his payoff is 0, which is equal to 5. So, we have UB of C comma H is equal to 5. That is, when the boy is watching cricket, girl of type interested is choosing cricket, girl of type uninterested is watching H or the movie, the payoff, the average payoff of the boy is 5. Similarly, now let us say the boy chooses H, U B, that is boy is choosing H, girl is choosing C comma H, that is girl of type I is choosing C, girl of type U is choosing H. Then the payoff is given as, if we go back again here, you can see boy is choosing H, girl of type I is choosing C, in which case his payoff is 0 multiplied by half, plus when boy is choosing H, girl of type U is also choosing H, in which case his payoff is 5 multiplied by half. So, the net payoff will be, if you can go back to this net payoff will be given as, you can verify, this will be given as half times 0 plus half times 5, which is equal to 5 by 2. So, his average payoff, that is when the boy is choosing to watch H, and girl of type I is choosing to watch C, girl of type U is choosing to watch H. In this sort of scenario, his average payoff, average with respect to the probabilities of different types of the other player, that is the girl, is given as half times 0 corresponding to when he is watching H, girl is watching C and girl is of type I, plus half into 5 corresponding to when he is choosing to watch H, girl of type U is choosing to also watch H, and therefore, the net payoff is given as half into 0 plus half into 5 is equal to 5 by 2. Similarly, we can consider other strategies. So, right now we have considered CC and CH for the girl. Similarly, we can also consider other strategy choices Similarly, we can also consider other strategy choices for the girl, that is, we have considered CC and CH, we can also consider HC and HH, and again derive the average payoffs corresponding to different actions of the boy. So, the net, if we draw this now, this average payoff table for the boy. So, what I am going to draw now is the if I draw the average payoff table for the boy, it is going to look like this. Well, I am going to have 4 different possible strategy combinations for the girl. So, for the boy, can choose either C or H, girl can choose either C or C, or C or H, or H or C, or H comma H. We have already computed the average payoff for boy choosing C, girl choosing C comma C, that is girl of type I choosing C, girl of type U choosing C, and this we have calculated as 10. Boy choosing H, girl choosing C, this we have calculated as 0. Right now, we also calculated boy choosing C, girl choosing CH, this is 5. Boy choosing H, girl choosing CH, that is 5 by 2. Boy choosing C, girl choosing H, comma boy choosing C, girl choosing H comma C, that is again 5. We have not computed this, but you can compute it. Similarly, boy choosing H, girl choosing H comma C, that can also be computed as 5 by 2. Finally, boy choosing C, girl choosing H comma H, that is girl of type I choosing H, girl of type U also choosing H, that can be computed as 0. Boy choosing H, girl choosing H comma H, that is girl of type I choosing H, girl of type U choosing H, that can also be computed as 5. So now we have computed the average payoff table for the boy. What is this average payoff table? This is the average payoff the boy is going to see for each of his strategies C or H versus the various strategy combinations of the girl. That is where we are assigning one action for each girl or of each type. Therefore, the different strategy combinations of the girl are either CC or CH or HC or HH, and therefore, this is the average payoff table for the boy. So, the rows here are the actions of or the possible actions, and the columns here possible strategy. These are the possible strategy combinations for the, so these are the possible strategy combinations for the girl, remember, right, because we have to assign one strategy for each girl of each type. In this ordered pair, the first action represents the action of the girl of type I, the second action represents the action of the girl of type U, alright. So, therefore, we have computed this average payoff table, alright. So, let us take a break at this point, and in the next module we are going to talk about how to derive the Bayesian Nash equilibrium for this game. So, what we have done now is we have derived the, or we have computed the average payoffs for both the boy, for the boy player, right, and next we are going to talk about how to derive the Bayesian Nash equilibrium for this game. Thank you very much.